Hey everybody, Happy New Year! It is Fox and where is she? We have a birthday girl today. She's a year old. Let me tell you her story first so she doesn't, in case she squirms out of my arms. Her name is Mairwen, which is Welsh for Mary. I adopted her last February along with her sister. So they were both 8 weeks old when they came to live here, and they were diagnosed with coccidiosis. They had been living in filthy conditions, and they were in really rough shape. But Mairwen, they survived. And I just remember when I first got her, there was just a precious little thing, and I was sitting on the floor cross-legged, and she just sat her whole self on my leg and just looked at me and meow. Oh, I'm gonna heal you. So I put my hands around her very gently, and I said a prayer for her to Heavenly Father, please heal this little creature, and she got well. So, and today she's a year old. So here she is. There's our sweet Mairwen, and she is downright chubby. She's been spayed, and cats always gain weight, and dogs. And I love art. When I was a teenager, I had a set of these. So we're talking about 1975 or so, around in there. Younger than teenager, actually. I think I got these when I was about 12. They are Caran D'Ache, Fibralo, and they're fiber-tipped pens with water-soluble ink. Water-soluble. So they don't bleed a lot. They've got really pretty colors. Some of these are flipped around because that's how I mark which ones I'm using for different projects. And I bought these, I think, a couple of years ago, but they've held up pretty well. There's one that's starting to dry out a little bit. For Christmas, I gave a copy of this book to a cousin, and I liked it so much I got a second copy for myself. It's the Barefoot Book of Classic Poems. So it's got all the great old childhood poems that I grew up with. Like, let's see if I can find it. One of my very favorites is The Owl and the Pussycat. So I decided to do a poetry project, page 52. I'm going to take some of my favorite poems out of this book, which is definitely gorgeous, but I'm going to put it in my own little book. So here's The Owl and the Pussycat. Going to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. My grandmother read this to me when I was little, and I can even hear her. I can still, in my head, I can see her and hear her reading this anytime I read this. So this is going to go into my own personal favorites poetry journal. So I wanted to write the poems in with a fountain pen, which is stuck in the mail somewhere. Yeah. So I'm sort of stalled out right now, but this is the first page that I decorated. I love flowers. So this page is lightly lined, and this page is unlined. So I thought I'd do this sort of a layout with the big flower on one side and a border on the other. So I've left the other pages blank because I'm not sure how long the poems are going to be, and I want the pages to match up. So I wanted to have, like, if the poem that goes on here is 2 pages, I want this to be basically the same border on the subsequent pages. So each poem will have like a different theme. It might be all flowers. I don't know, I might do abstract borders on some. I don't know, I haven't decided. But I love to do flowers. As you can tell by the frame of the video. I'm just a flower freak, flower child. This journal was a Christmas gift, so I thought I would do something different with it. When I get all the poems in there, there's plenty of poems to choose from, so I think I should be able to fill it up. And when it is filled up, it'll just be like maybe it'd make a nice keepsake someday, or I don't know, somebody. I don't have kids. And so obviously I won't be having grandkids. But somebody someday will appreciate that book, and I think it's a fun project. 2015 is going to be the year of the Muse for me. I'm going to get my 3rd book finished, and I'll publish that. And I'm going to get back to the music I was writing, and I'm gonna get to my art and pens and things that got back-burnered. Last year was home improvement year. I did this paint job this summer. Most of the rooms of the house got repainted in the spring and summer. And there's a few touch-up things that I need to do, but I'm still really burnt out. All the paint is sitting in the back guest room and probably getting really, really thick. But I just can't, I'm not in that mood right now. Another thing I want to do, Muse-wise, is get back to my latch hook kits. I bought a few years ago, and they've just been in the box, except for one. Thing with latch hooks is you have to follow the pattern very closely, and so you have to pick out each piece of yarn and set up your rows according to the pattern. And when you've got little kittens, Mairwen has a younger brother, and you know, the little kittens see the yarn, they go, you know, and you're like, ah! So they have not really learned manners about no touchy the yarn. See, that's a tough rule, because that goes against their feline hunting instincts. So that's a tough rule. So I'm gonna have to sequester myself in a back room to do my latch hook, but I think I'll manage. I got the back room pretty well set up, so I think I'll be good. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you that project, and there are some blank journals coming that I'm going to use for different things. I showed you my planner, but you know, I think I'm more attracted to doing journaling. And I found a bookmaking kit that looked really fun, so I ordered that, and we'll have a video about that too. So there's stuff coming, and I have 3 subscribers now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. A thank you for each of you. That is very nice. That puts a smile on my face, because I know somebody's listening, somebody's watching. I'm actually talking to some people now. Yay! So thanks again, guys, and I hope you're having a happy 2015, and I'll be back in touch as soon as the mailman comes. Take care. Good night.